Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. Yeah, well, I have a happy hello because I just went for a brisk, it is cold outside again, walk with Lulu and Makakai because Miss Daddy Doo cannot walk. She has stitches in the back of her leg. Yeah, she did a boo-boo a couple weeks ago and guess what? It's not healing. So yesterday when we went to the dental, I asked the vet to look at her wound, and then they called me back and said we need to do some stitches. I'm like, holy crap, here we go again. But the worst part is not the stitches. She cannot do walk, run, jump, blah 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 for the next 10 to 14 days. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? The girl is a runner. The girl needs to have her exercise, and the poor thing now is drugged up. Literally gave her enough drug to get her quiet for the next couple weeks. I'm like, good lordy. So went for a walk with Makakai and Lulu, which was nice, but it is cold outside. Seriously, it's like holy moly. So, but it is a good day today, no matter what. And I pulled the card earlier on the previous, when I was doing the first episodes of the week, and did not even share this one because I went into a side way about ourselves, about be accountable for our own, accountability and our own actions. But I pulled one. It's called it's from the Shaman's Dream Oracle card from Colette Baron Reed, and it's called the Woodwives: Adaptability, Strong Roots, and Growth. The Woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. Well, I like this one because guess what? There is a lot of crap flying lately here. You need to know who you are, what you tolerate, what you have learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now, and in order to learn and receive its blessing, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. So true, when you're grounded, you're rooted, you are poised, you are centered. The equilibrium in your body is perfect. Spirit, mind, soul. Spirit and soul are the same thing, but physical, emotional, and spiritual. That's what I should have said. Bodies, which is good. Vibrations are perfect. You have everything you need. You have all it takes to do this right now. If you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, the best word of the day, flexible. And sometimes you don't feel like being flexible. Sometimes you're like, no, I don't want to adapt. I don't want to be flexible, to feel like the tree in the wind who has to bend and adapt to the outer element. But you gotta do it. You will be amazed by how well things play out for you. The Woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the new world, as these forest spirits have an uncanny ability to adapt to changing circumstances and always find the perfect way to grow and expand. They represent what you already know how to do. Learn. Be in the beginner's mind. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be and be present to what is right now, unencumbered by your projections. If there is a storm brewing because things need to change, no worries, nothing can uproot you now. It will pass, and you will dance with nature and move with it all. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity to take a chance or something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible line you drew. Go for it. You will be glad you did. Ooh, I like that actually. I think it's a very powerful message for everybody who's listening to this one. The wood wife, adaptability, and we're all going into the unknown. We don't know what tomorrow will be. So, projecting ourselves, like I said in a previous podcast, into a future that is not there yet, then let's focus on the present. Let's see what we got to deal with. Let's see what's coming around us. Let's see how powerful we can become and continue to accomplish in our lives and the life of others. The life of 1,000 is a life of surrounding, is a life of reinventing ourselves, pushing ourselves to a place of creativity to really unleash who we truly are, the wisdom to be who we're meant to become, the fire within us that will really makes us who we are meant to become. So I did something here very interesting because I wanted to pull a second card, and I like this one actually, which is First Breath, Beginner's Mind, especially when we're dealing with the wood wife because it's being able to be who we are meant to become. But also when you got a beginner's mind, then you're open to learn everything. That's what I love. Like if you start a new job, or if you decide to have your own business, whatever comes first, then you have to keep an open mind, okay? You have an idea in place for a business, but you go with the flow, because when you go with the flow, you give yourself the pass, I call it a pass, to learn. I don't want to use the word make mistakes, because we don't make mistakes. We take dead ends. We go to dead ends and we step back and say, whoops, I learned something here that I shouldn't have gone there. But if you think about it for a minute, if you really embrace who you truly are, if you really shows what we are meant to become, then you can realize very quickly that the first breath, the beginner's mind, is where we need to be. When you do this, you expand your horizon. You give yourself the flexibility to learn. A beginner's mind is the journeyman. He is the apprenticeship, actually. It's not the journeyman, it's the apprenticeship. And this is where you come into a class, which is the world here, and you start to learn. It's like going on a new job. And even though you have your skill set, or might not have skill set, so you're fresh out of school, you are going into a position we're going to learn a new system, learn how that company works, learn people around you because you don't know everybody at all, learn how things works. That's the beginner's mind. That's where you take your first breath and said, okay, what's next? What can I learn? Where can I be? Who can I become? How can I inspire myself and others? So the first breath for me is such a reminder of, well, what is coming next? Do I have to be that rigid, or do I have to just say, you know what, I'm a student of life, so I'm going to do things in a way that might be out of this world, that's something that I cannot control or think about, but just something that is interesting. It's a fresh start, a renewal of curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. This is what I love. It's a renewal of curiosity. You renew your curiosity. You're becoming curious. You want to learn. You are right there for that. When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tale behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in a new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it in all and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time. For you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concerns. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes yet. Soon enough, they will as you move on. Do not squander the power of the first breath, giving the old narrative mouth to mouth resuscitations. Use it for new beginnings to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the words. So true. Beginner's mind. I love this because it really shows us when we go through trials and tribulation and we make it over those challenges. We have to look at the new landscape and we have to take it in as a beginner's mind. As it's the first time I'm seeing it, I am in awe. I am amazed how far I've come. I am so happy I made it on the other side. And I am going to continue my journey by continuing to being curious. The curiosity. We're not blasé. We are curious. We are a being who love to learn. Learn who we are. Learn to uncover all of this and some more. Learn to be part of a world of beauty. Love to be part of a world of wonders. This is what I love. It's being able to realize when you turn around how much of the life we've got, how much we are into a world of wonders. The best part of who we are is to discover that unknown, is to being able to be who we are meant to become, but also appreciate it where we are. And look at the new beginnings in our lives. And don't try to do everything. So this is one thing that I I always thought very interesting, okay, is the fact we have something magical that can come in our lives, but we have to let the magic of the world, of the universe, play its game, meaning serendipity, perfect synchronicity. But when we're looking at with the eyes of curiosity, of the first breath, of a beginner, we can notice details that we don't see before. We keep an open eye on the wonders, on the beauty, and that's what it's so beautiful. That's what it's unbelievable. And I love the fact that we might not have reached all of the beauty where we want to be, but we can look at it and just embrace our true self. That's what it's so beautiful, embracing our true self. The world we're living in is an interesting world, but we have to make it our own. Now, we don't have to know everything. As I said, if you're starting a business and you don't know everything, go with the beginner mind and ask the universe for help. I can guarantee you will get a lot of help. I told my story when I started my business. There is a lot of things I didn't have in place, then I needed. And every time I ask, they all pop up one after one after one after one. I'm like, oh, thank you, universe. You have my back. You're backing me up right now. So that's a good thing. But it was wonderful to see it happening in motion, to see how we can see the world of wonders, how we can see things happening in such a positive way, in such a beautiful way. The magic can only push us to the next level. That's what it's all about. When it's the magic push us to the next level. So being surprised by everything we're doing, absolutely. We cannot be only surprised, but enjoying what we're doing in that beautiful world of wonder, of magic. So yes, we are in a place where we discover everything. We are in a place where every little magic will help us. Every little thing is going to help us. But we have to have that curious mind. You know, so when you are starting a new job, instead of freaking out, it freaks out, you know, you don't know anybody, you don't know where things are, just take a deep breath and start to learn from scratch. We all have to start at the beginning. You don't being dropped in the middle of something and say, well, I know everything. No, you don't. You have a lot of skill sets, but you don't know your outer conditions yet. You don't know what's surrounding you. You don't know how everything works. The honeymoon phase starts right there, and then it goes down. Then this is where you found your bearings. You found your footing. That's why. It's feel like, and I was talking with my friend, beautiful friend Jenners yesterday. I said, I feel like a leaves that is detached from a tree. And now I'm floating in the air, and I have no idea where I'm going. But I have to go and become flexible. I'm going somewhere. The universe knows where it's pushing me, but I don't know. I'm not in control. So I have to learn to trust, to have faith. Faith in a process, faith in a universe, faith in the outer condition, faith in the outcome, faith in me, and believe in me. One of the biggest things that we all have to learn is to have faith in ourselves, believing in ourselves, regardless of what the other people says. I have somebody else who mentioned to me something about what I'm doing. Oh, you're working for free, you're doing things for free, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I don't do things for free. I do a few things on Alignable that are free to help an entire group because I want to build a group of business owners that can help each other and get things for free. Now, are my services for free? No, I get paid like everybody else is. Why would I work for free? I don't work for free. But don't assume that somebody is doing things for free when in fact they don't. Don't assume that in the world we're living in, it's a world of crazies. Don't assume because somebody else is do something that doesn't match what we believe in that will work. Don't assume a lot of things that people are doing behind others' back just to take it to the next level. But never assume that you're never going to be able to do your own thing. I don't agree with that. Believe in you. Believe you already have it. Not I will, I am. It's done. It's already accomplished. So if you want to start your own business, if you have an aspiration or a hobby you want to take on, go for it and go with the beginner's mind. There is no failure you can ever have. You're going to learn so much more and faster with a beginner's mind than if you try to control everything. That's the key, the beginner's mind. Be one of them. Be the beginners. Be who you're meant to become. Live the life of 1,000. Enjoy who you truly are. Become who you're meant to become. And be at the level where you need to be. It is always wonderful to know you got the right people around you. It is always wonderful to know that when you see things coming your way, it will have a happy ending no matter what. It's a world of teaching here. It's a world of the university of life, and that's something we all have to go through, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We can only be who we're meant to be if we believe in ourselves. Don't give your powers away. Keep going, whatever is going on in your life. Keep one step further, one step at a time. Don't feel like the world you're living in is only a glass, a reflection of who you are, and you're on the outskirts. Be the main actor in your life, and don't let anyone rain on your parades. I already talked about it. Don't let anyone rain on your parade. You are beautiful beings capable to do so many miracles in your own life. Believe in you. Get the strength to move forward. I know when darkness is all around, it's never easy. When you're dealing with individuals who are less than honest, it's not that easy. But you are who you're meant to be. And shine that light. Shine the beautiful light that is yours. And be the beginners. There is no shame to be a beginner. I can tell people, I go messy first. That's what I'm doing. I do that all the time. If I start something new, I'm going to go messy. And I'm telling people, I'm going messy. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And we'll see how far it's going to go, how much I'm going to have fun. That's what it's all about. So this was our podcast for today. And again, we're doing some freestyle lately, and why not doing freestyle? Because that's what the universe wants. And why not sharing the life we're in, sharing the challenges and the hope and the love And this is who we are. So, all my love, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.